They said Republicans couldn't deliver, but in just 212 days, we've secured the border, passed the largest tax cut in history, and even ran the first budget surplus in 30 years. Meanwhile, Democrats are blocking everything. Stick around, because I'm exposing exactly how they're trying to stop the will of the American people and why it won't work.
We're returning to building a wall. We're getting the Border Patrol what they need to do their job. We have the Laken-Riley Act, which Senator Britt led here in the Senate, and this helps to detain those criminal illegal aliens. The Halt Fentanyl Act that Senator Grassley led, Senator Haggerty with the Genius Act to give us that first crypto bill to make certain that we retain the lead in that emerging technology legislation. Those are all a few of the things that have been accomplished. And of course, you look at what we did in the One Big Beautiful Bill. Tennesseans are really looking forward to this bill because of what it does. When you look at the fact that we got rid of a lot of that far-left Green New Deal spending, we put money in to modernize our military for 21st century warfare. The Border Patrol agents and the funding there that is needed. It is all there, and the people said, let's get back to addressing our debt and restore some fiscal sanity to this country. $37 trillion of debt. We didn't get there overnight, and it's going to take a dedicated, focused, intentional process to get us out of this debt, to address it. And of course, we're delighted, absolutely delighted. And we're so pleased to know that June was the first month in not a year or a decade, but 3 decades that this government ran a surplus. Those are good signs. Indeed, last night on this floor, moving forward 3 of the appropriations bills. There are 8 bills that have already come out of committee, and we processed 3 of those last night to make certain that we get onto a budget, that we get off of the Biden-era CRAs and onto the numbers that President Trump and our Appropriations Committee has moved forward on. And this marked the first time since 2018 that the Senate passed appropriations bills before the August recess. Now, that is so significant because what are the first things that we're supposed to do? One of them is to fund the government. And for my colleagues that always want to reduce federal spending, which I am one of them, we have to go through the appropriations process to be able to do that. And of course, in addition to the One Big Beautiful Bill, we also had the rescission bill, which gave us an additional $9 billion in cuts. And Madam President, we need to realize when we do these rescissions, that's the equivalent of taking that red pen and marking through those line items and saying they are gone. The American people wanted to see the high cost of living and inflation addressed, and indeed, with the One Big Beautiful Bill, we've been able to get things heading the right direction. For Tennesseans, we know that there is going to be a $2,600 per year savings in taxes with that One Big Beautiful Bill. We know that people are looking forward to this, and that the Big Beautiful Bill was the largest tax cut in our nation's history. Indeed, we expect from the Council of Economic Advisors numbers, we're expecting to see families in Tennessee increase take-home pay somewhere between $7,000 and $10,000. Those are numbers that are significant. And you know, Mr. President, what that does is say to people, we want you to have more control over your pocketbook and how you choose to save your money and how you choose to spend your money. All of those things are accomplishments, 212 days of this Congress, and those are all items that we have been able to move forward on.
Welcome back to Jace Manwa. Before we get started, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel so you never miss the truth the mainstream media refuses to tell you. Now, let's talk about what Senator from Tennessee just laid out, because this is exactly what Americans voted for. 212 days into this Republican-led Congress, we are seeing results that the Democrats told us would never happen. Nearly 750 hours of work, 450 votes taken, and real progress being made for the American people. This isn't just talk, it's action. And it proves that when you give Republicans control, we actually deliver. The senator laid it out perfectly. Our border is finally becoming secure again. Illegal crossings are down, the wall is back under construction, and Border Patrol is getting the resources they need to do their job. The Lake and Riley Act is holding criminal illegal aliens accountable, and the Halt Fentanyl Act is tackling one of the biggest crises destroying American communities. These are the kinds of solutions we've been demanding for years. And let's not forget the Genius Act, which keeps America at the forefront of emerging technologies like crypto. While Democrats are busy playing politics, Republicans are pushing this country forward. Then there's the One Big Beautiful Bill that wipes out Green New Deal nonsense, invests in our military, funds border security, and finally starts tackling our $37 trillion debt. And for the first time in 30 years, we ran a budget surplus. That's what responsible leadership looks like. This bill isn't just numbers on paper. It's real money back in the pockets of hardworking Americans. We're talking about $2,600 a year in tax savings for families and the largest tax cut in U.S. history. Families in Tennessee could see $7,000 to $10,000 more in take-home pay. That's the kind of relief people have been begging for while Democrats keep wasting money on their radical agenda. And while Republicans are working, Democrats are obstructing. They're blocking nominees, slow-walking every single appointment, and playing games with the will of the American people. The senator made it clear, under President Trump's second term, not one single nominee has been approved by unanimous consent. That's not governance, that's sabotage. Democrats are doing everything they can to stall progress because they know the Republican agenda is working. But their obstruction isn't hurting Trump, it's hurting the American people. They're standing in the way of border security, tax relief, and a stronger economy, all because they can't accept that they lost. This is why we need to stay engaged, stay vocal, and keep holding their feet to the fire. Republicans are proving that we can lead. We can cut taxes, secure the border, and restore fiscal sanity. But we have to call out this obstruction for what it is, an attack on the voters who put this administration in power. If you're tired of Democrats standing in the way of progress, make sure you like this video, subscribe to Jace Manwa, and share this message. The fight is far from over, but with the truth on our side, we are going to win.